10 Success Principles from Bestselling Business and Self-Help Books. What if you could absorb the wisdom of a dozen life-changing books in one sitting? Today we're distilling 12 of Amazon's top best-selling business and self-help books, from modern hits like The Let Them Theory and Atomic Habits to classics like Think and Grow Rich, into a 10-part success formula. These books have sold tens of millions of copies worldwide and inspired a movement of summary videos that rack up huge view counts. For instance, James Clear's Atomic Habits has sold over 20 million copies, and social media videos about it have garnered over 189 million views. The ideas they share are powerful, actionable, and time-tested. In this 20-minute guide, we'll walk through 10 core principles that emerge across these bestsellers, avoiding any fluff or repetition, so you can apply them immediately. Get ready for practical tips and motivating insights from Mel Robbins, Stephen Covey, Mark Manson, David Goggins, Simon Sinek, and more. By the end of this video, you'll know how to find your purpose, master your mindset, build winning habits, push past fear and failure, focus on what truly matters, and more. Let's jump in. Principle 1. Discover your why. Start with purpose. The foundation of all success is clarity of purpose. Virtually every great self-improvement book stresses this. Know why you're doing what you're doing. Simon Sinek's famous concept, "Start with Why," captures it perfectly. Over a decade ago, Sinek started a movement that inspired millions to demand purpose at work. In other words, extraordinary leaders and achievers are fueled by a clear mission or cause. Stephen Covey likewise taught to begin with the end in mind, envisioning your ideal future or legacy. When you have a compelling why, you gain direction and drive. For example, Mel Robbins, author of The Let Them Theory, suggests that knowing your deeper why gives you the courage to let go of controlling others' opinions and focus on your own path. Take a moment to define what success means to you. Not just money or titles, but the core values and goals that light you up. Whether it's providing for family, creating art, or helping others, get specific about your vision. This sense of purpose will become your North Star, keeping you motivated through ups and downs. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Friedrich Nietzsche, quoted in Start with Why. Action step: write down a personal mission statement. Ask yourself, what ultimate goal am I working toward? Why does it matter to me? Post this somewhere you'll see daily. Let it remind you every morning of the bigger picture behind your grind. Principle 2. Focus on what truly matters. Essential values. In a world of distractions, the winners are those who prioritize ruthlessly. The best-selling books agree success requires focusing on what matters most and not giving a F about the rest. Mark Manson's The Subtle Art of Not Giving a FCK bluntly advises that the key to a good life is not giving a F about more things, but rather giving a F only about things that align with your personal values. In practice, that means decide what's truly important, your top goals, relationships, and responsibilities, and let go of trivial worries. Mel Robbins' viral Let Them Theory echoes this. If people criticize or situations annoy you, just let them be. Don't waste energy on things and people that don't support your mission. Similarly, Covey's Habit 3, Put First Things First, is all about prioritizing your highest impact tasks and not getting bogged down by urgent but unimportant busy work. Think of your time and energy as limited resources. You must invest them wisely. Say no to commitments that don't serve your goals. Ignore haters and distractions. Don Miguel Ruiz's The Four Agreements adds, don't take things personally or make assumptions. Much stress comes from caring too much about others' opinions or imaginary problems. Instead, channel that attention into your core values, projects, and relationships. Every day, identify the one or two things that will make the biggest difference toward your why, Principle 1, and focus on those first. Action step. Try a priority audit. List all your current commitments and worries. For each, ask, is this truly important to my long-term vision or values? If not, consider dropping or delegating it. Use tools like Eisenhower's matrix, urgent versus important, to organize tasks. By relentlessly focusing on what matters, you'll make massive progress on your goals instead of feeling busy but getting nowhere. Principle 3. Cultivate a winning mindset, belief, and visualization. Success isn't just about what you do, it starts with how you think. A winning mindset is a common thread through all these books. In Think and Grow Rich, a classic that still tops bestseller lists, Napoleon Hill emphasizes belief in oneself and the power of visualization. He taught that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve, encouraging readers to visualize their goals as if already achieved. Modern neuroscience backs this. Picturing your success can prime your brain to make it real. Likewise, Rhonda Byrne's wildly popular The Secret and Law of Attraction philosophy argue that a positive, confident mindset attracts positive outcomes. While we should pair visualization with action, coming up next, there's truth here. You must believe success is possible. Doubt and negative self-talk only sabotage you. Many authors address confidence. Mel Robbins' The High Five Habit literally has you high-five your reflection each morning to boost self-encouragement and optimism. Why? Because how you speak to yourself matters. In Covey's terms, proactive people choose empowering language. I can, I will. In Can't Hurt Me, David Goggins uses an accountability mirror, writing affirmations and tough truths on sticky notes to build mental toughness and self-belief. And speaking of Goggins, his story proves that mindset can overcome almost any obstacle. He went from an overweight, abused kid to an elite Navy SEAL and ultra-marathoner by shattering limiting beliefs and embracing a never-finished growth attitude. Can't Hurt Me has sold over 3 million copies, showing how deeply his mindset resonated. The takeaway: adopt a growth mindset. Believe abilities can be developed through effort. Visualize your goals in detail. See yourself performing at your peak. And maintain positive inner dialogue. Encourage yourself like you would a friend. This primes you to act boldly and persist. As these books show, success is an inside job first. Action step. Every day, practice a 5-minute visualization. Close your eyes and imagine one of your big goals achieved. What do you see, feel, and hear? Then write down one empowering thought to carry into your day, e.g., I have what it takes to die. By training your mindset daily, you'll develop unshakable confidence in your vision. Principle 4. Take action and own your life. Be proactive. All the positivity and purpose in the world mean little without action. Top success books implore us, do it and do it now. In Covey's terms, Habit 1, be proactive is about taking responsibility for our lives. To make things happen rather than waiting for them to happen. High achievers don't sit around blaming circumstances, they grab the wheel. Jocko Willink calls it extreme ownership, owning every outcome. Mel Robbins' 5-second rule offers a simple tool. When you have an impulse to act on a goal, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, and move before your brain stops you. This beats procrastination by short-circuiting overthinking. The key point: you'll never feel 100% ready, so start now. As the saying goes, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to become great. Proactivity also means dropping excuses. Gary John Bishop bluntly titles his book, Unfuck Yourself. Get out of your head and into your life. His message: get out of victim mode, replace I can't because with I will, despite challenges. The Franklin Covey Guide puts it nicely. Focus on your circle of influence, what you can change, rather than wasting energy on what you can't. This mindset shift from reactive to proactive is life-changing. For example, if you're stuck in a job you dislike, a reactive person complains. A proactive person signs up for classes, updates their resume, or starts a side hustle today to create new opportunities. Many YouTube summaries of books like 7 Habits and Atomic Habits emphasize this golden thread. Action is the antidote to fear. Once you start moving, however small the step, you build momentum and confidence. Remember, motion beats meditation when it comes to goals. No book ever changed someone's life until they applied its lessons. So ask yourself, what is one action I can take right now toward my goal? Then do it. Action step: use the 2-minute rule from Atomic Habits. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. For bigger tasks, break them into a 2-minute starter action. Have an idea for a business? Draft a rough outline now. Want to get fit? Drop and do 10 push-ups now. Train yourself to launch into action quickly. You'll beat procrastination and make things happen. Principle 5. Build habits and systems for consistent progress. Successful people don't rely on willpower or luck. They rely on good habits and systems. James Clear's blockbuster Atomic Habits, a #1 bestseller that's been on the charts for over 200 weeks, drives home a powerful fact. Tiny daily habits compound into huge results over time. Clear shows with math that if you improve by 1% each day for a year, you'll end up 37 times better by the end. A concept so popular that an animated summary of it has over 20 million views on YouTube. The lesson? Consistency beats intensity. It's better to walk 20 minutes every day than to kill yourself in one 5-hour workout and quit. Small habits repeated lead to massive improvement. How do you build good habits and break bad ones? Clear outlines 4 laws of behavior change. Make it obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. For example, if you want to read more, keep a book on your pillow. Obvious. Start with fun content, attractive. Read 5 minutes a day, easy, and track it on a habit tracker, satisfying. Conversely, make bad habits hard to do. Many of our featured books touch on routines. Hal Elrod's Miracle Morning, not in our top 12 but influential, suggests a morning routine of exercise, reading, and journaling to win the day. Admiral William McRaven's Make Your Bed, a short book born from a viral speech with over 10 million views, says starting your day with a small win, like neatly making your bed, sets a tone of discipline and pride. The high five habit adds a quick habit for self-love each morning. These little routines aggregate into big change. Also think systems, not just goals. As James Clear notes, winners and losers often have the same goals. What sets them apart is the systems, habits, and processes they follow daily. Instead of fixating solely on a distant outcome, lose 30 pounds. Focus on the daily process. Eat veggies at every meal. Work out 30 minutes. Love the process and the results will follow. Action step. Pick one keystone habit to start this week. It could be morning exercise, daily planning, or reading 10 pages of a book each night. Use Clear's strategy. Make it obvious, schedule it, set a reminder. Easy, lower the bar to start. And rewarding. Celebrate or log your streak. Stick to it for 30 days. Once it's on autopilot, stack another habit. Over months, you'll have a powerhouse system of positive habits carrying you toward your goals. Principle 6. Embrace discomfort. Do the hard things. If there's one message David Goggins, Cameron Hanes, and other toughness gurus hammer home, it's this. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Growth and success live just outside your comfort zone. Goggins' memoir, Can't Hurt Me, a book so popular it became a social media sensation, introduces the 40% rule. When your mind says you're done, you're actually only at approximately 40% of your capacity. In other words, you have untapped reserves of strength if you push past the point of discomfort. Goggins turned this into a lifestyle of intentionally seeking pain. Ultra-distance runs, endless reps, waking up at 5 a.m. to run on broken legs, literally, forging what he calls a calloused mind. While you don't need to go to such extremes, the principle stands. Greatness requires doing things that are hard when you don't feel like it. Other books echo this. In Undeniable, How to Reach the Top and Stay There, bowhunter athlete Cameron Hanes emphasizes relentless training and outworking everyone. Endurance and resilience as keys to staying on top. The Mountain is You, Brianna Wiest, uses the mountain as metaphor. Your biggest challenges, fear, self-sabotage, are the path to self-mastery. Every time you choose the hard, useful thing over the easy, useless thing, you grow stronger. As Mark Manson points out, happiness itself comes from solving problems, and you can't solve meaningful problems if you avoid all struggle. Even classic business texts talk about eating the frog, Brian Tracy, tackling the toughest task first each day. So embrace voluntary discomfort. This could mean having that difficult conversation you've been avoiding, taking on a project that stretches your skills, or simply training your body through exercise or cold showers. Discomfort is the price of admission for a life of fulfillment. The good news, what was hard yesterday becomes easier tomorrow. Your comfort zone expands, and as you repeatedly do what's hard, you start to separate yourself from the pack. Action step. Identify your comfort zone barriers. What hard thing have you been putting off due to fear or discomfort? Commit to tackling one this week. For instance, afraid of public speaking? Volunteer to lead a small meeting. Out of shape? Sign up for that beginner's fitness class and endure being the newbie. Afterwards, reflect on the experience. You'll likely find it wasn't as bad as imagined, and you'll gain confidence to do even more. Remember, each day do something that scares you. It's a surefire way to grow. Principle 7. Fail forward and learn from setbacks. What if you couldn't fail? truth is you can, and that's a good thing. All these success stories share one secret: failure is not the end, it's part of the process. Thomas Edison famously said, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. I found 1,000 ways that don't work." This mindset of treating failure as feedback is crucial. In Atomic Habits, Clear describes the valley of disappointment, the early phase of building habits or businesses where you see little result and want to quit. Those who push through this dip, adjusting and improving, eventually see exponential gains. Think Again by Adam Grant makes a similar point. Be willing to update your beliefs and methods when you get new information. Every failed attempt, rejected proposal, or setback carries a lesson, if you're humble enough to learn it. Carol Dweck's research, not a bestseller on our list but highly influential, differentiates fixed mindset, failure defines you, from growth mindset. Failure is a chance to grow. Our top authors clearly advocate the latter. In Can't Hurt Me, when Goggins failed the Air Force pararescue screening due to weakness in water, he faced his fear and learned to swim, later becoming a Navy SEAL. J.K. Rowling, not in our books but notable, was rejected by 12 publishers. Her perseverance turned failure into a $7 billion franchise. The point: don't fear failure, use it. As John C. Maxwell puts it, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Here's a practical approach. Analyze your failures. Review what went wrong without ego or excuses and pinpoint the lesson. Then adjust your strategy and try again. Importantly, maintain resilience, qualities like patience, persistence, and optimism in the face of setbacks. Many of the principles we covered support this. Having a strong why, Principle 1, and positive mindset, Principle 3, helps you endure failures without quitting. Also, lean on mentors or peers for feedback. Others can often see the lesson more clearly. Action step: perform a failure post-mortem on a recent setback. Write down, what was my goal? What actually happened? What did I learn? How can I adapt? By extracting the teachable moment from every misstep, you convert failures into stepping stones. Commit to bouncing back stronger. Remember, every champion has losses. The difference is they learn and keep moving. As the Japanese proverb says, fall 7 times, stand up 8. Principle 8, nurture relationships and win with people. No one succeeds alone. Business and self-help classics alike emphasize the power of relationships, communication, and leadership. Stephen Covey devoted multiple habits to this realm. Think win-win, habit 4, and seek first to understand then to be understood, habit 5, are all about collaborating and empathizing for mutual success. In plain terms, treat others well and you'll all go farther. Dale Carnegie's legendary How to Win Friends and Influence People, while not on the current Amazon Top 12, it's a timeless influence, taught simple but profound people skills. Listen more than you talk, show genuine appreciation, remember names, and never publicly criticize. These principles create goodwill and trust, the currency of influence. Think about it. Whether you want a promotion, investment for your startup, or a happy home life, your success hinges on your ability to work with others. High-performing teams outpace lone geniuses. That's why even intensely self-driven folks like Goggins or Elon Musk stress teamwork and mentorship in their journeys. In The 7 Habits, Covey describes synergy, habit 6, the idea that two minds together can create something greater than each alone. To leverage this, you must hone communication skills. For example, Covey's Habit 5 urges us to truly understand the other person before making our point. This empathetic listening diffuses conflict and opens the door to influence. Also, consider your network and environment. As many books note, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Success tends to cluster. If you surround yourself with motivated, positive people, their habits and mindset will rub off. Many top authors advise seeking mentors or coaches. Ramit Sethi, I Will Teach You to Be Rich, suggests finding experts for financial or career advice instead of going it alone. Likewise, joining mastermind groups or even online communities of like-minded achievers can accelerate your growth through shared knowledge and accountability. Action step: invest in one key relationship this week. This could mean reaching out to a potential mentor, scheduling quality time with a family member, or simply practicing better listening with colleagues. For example, try Covey's listening exercise. In your next conversation, resist the urge to interject your story. Instead, ask follow-up questions and paraphrase what you heard. Notice how people respond when they feel truly heard. Trust grows. Additionally, evaluate your circle. Do your friends uplift and inspire you? If not, seek out a community, a class, networking group, online forum, aligned with your goals. Success is a team sport. Build your all-star team. Principle 9. Master your money, financial fitness. Success isn't only about money, but financial stability is a common goal and a means to greater freedom. 2 of our top books in the success category, The Psychology of Money, Morgan Housel, and I Will Teach You to Be Rich, Ramit Sethi, focus on mastering personal finance. Their teachings boil down to this: it's not about get-rich-quick schemes or IQ, it's about mindset and habits with money. As Housel bluntly states, doing well with money has little to do with how smart you are and a lot to do with how you behave. This is a timeless lesson on wealth and greed. Key behaviors include living below your means, saving, investing consistently, and managing risk. Wealthy people often pay themselves first, meaning they invest in assets, stocks, real estate, education before splurging on liabilities. They also understand compound interest, how small amounts grow huge given time. A concept Atomic Habits also noted applied to self-improvement. Ramit Sethi adds a refreshingly practical approach. Automate your finances so that each month money goes straight to savings, investments, and bills, removing willpower from the equation. He also says spend extravagantly on the things you love and cut costs mercilessly on the things you don't. Design a conscious spending plan that lets you enjoy life and secure your future. In other words, align your money with your values, echoing Principle 2. Another tip from these books: build an emergency fund. Ramit suggests 3 to 6 months of expenses to handle life's surprises without drama, and avoid toxic habits like high-interest debt or trying to time the market. Housel shows that time in the market beats trying to outsmart it. In short, financial success is about consistency and patience. Even if you start small, say investing $100 a month, over years the compound effect can be life-changing. Also, protect the downside. Have insurance, diversify investments, and don't gamble more than you can lose. The peace of mind from financial fitness will free up energy to excel in other areas. As one rich dad, poor dad lesson, another classic, goes, make money work for you, not the other way around. Action step. Take one step to improve your finances today. For example, open a dedicated savings or investment account and set up an auto transfer. Even $50 a month is fine. If you have high-interest debt, create a plan or use an app to systematically pay it down. Perhaps the debt snowball method, tackle smallest debts first for quick wins, or debt avalanche, tackle highest interest first. Also, track your spending for a week to identify leaks. You might be surprised where your money goes. Small tweaks, like brewing coffee at home or negotiating a cheaper phone plan, can be redirected into investments. Remember, financial freedom is a gradual climb, but every climb starts with one step. Principle 10. Never stop learning. Continuous improvement. The final principle ties everything together: lifelong learning and self-improvement. The highest achievers are never done growing. They keep a student mindset. Stephen Covey's Habit 7 is literally called "Sharpen the Saw," meaning you must continuously renew and upgrade yourself in 4 areas: physical, mental, social, and spiritual. In practice, that means keep reading, keep studying, keep trying new things. It's no coincidence many CEOs and leaders read dozens of books per year and invest heavily in coaching and training. They treat personal development not as a chore, but as an enjoyable, endless journey. As Covey observed, each of the other 6 habits depends on your ability to continually improve, sharpen your proactive muscles. If you wait to be acted upon, you will be acted upon. In short, if you're not growing, you're sliding backwards. Many of our featured authors embody this growth mindset. Take Robert Greene, known for the 48 Laws of Power and other deep dives. He spent decades reading and researching history's greatest strategists, distilling their wisdom. His works encourage absorbing knowledge from everywhere, even from opponents or failures, to gain mastery. Ryan Holiday, of The Daily Stoic and Ego is the Enemy, emphasizes being humble and teachable always. Always the student, never thinking you know it all. This attitude keeps your ego in check and your mind open to new ideas. Even ultra-athletes like Goggins constantly seek the next challenge to learn more about themselves. And look at Mel Robbins. After her smash hit 5-second rule, she continued learning about behavior and motivation, which led to the High Five Habit and Let Them theory. The journey never ends. So embrace curiosity. Read broadly, not just in your field, but anything that interests you. Often innovation happens at intersections of knowledge. Seek feedback. Ask mentors or peers how you can improve. Practice reflection. Journaling or meditation can help extract lessons from your experiences. And importantly, take care of yourself like a high-performance instrument. Exercise, rest, and renewal actually boost your ability to learn and produce. Remember, even machines need maintenance. So do you. By committing to lifelong learning, you future-proof your success. You'll adapt to changing times, and each year you'll become a better, wiser version of yourself. Action step: make a learning plan. Identify one skill that would significantly benefit your personal or professional life, and dedicate time each day or week to developing it. For instance, if you want to improve leadership skills, you might read one leadership book per month or take an online course. Simultaneously, adopt a daily, weekly reflection habit. End each day by noting one thing you learned or one way you can do better based on that day's experiences. Over time, these incremental learnings compound, just like money or habits. As James Clear noted, 1% better every day compounds massively. That applies to knowledge and skills too. Stay curious and you'll stay ahead. Conclusion and call to action. These 10 principles: finding purpose, mastering mindset, taking action, building habits, embracing challenges, learning from failure, cultivating relationships, managing money, and never ceasing to learn, form a roadmap to success drawn from the world's most popular self-improvement books. It's a lot to digest, but remember, you don't have to apply everything at once. Pick a couple of ideas that resonate and start implementing them today. Success is a journey, not a sprint. As you consistently practice these principles, you'll start to see compound rewards, more clarity, confidence, and progress toward your goals. If you found value in this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more insights from top books and achievers. Join our community by commenting one principle you commit to working on. We'd love to cheer you on and learn from your experience. Remember, knowledge is potential power. Applied knowledge is power. So go out there, take action, and make your own success story. Thanks for watching. Now let's get to work. Blast off.